All right, so it is that time again when we are going to look into the announcements of the week. And man, oh man, have we got some good announcements to look into. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Hi there, my name is Aaron, and welcome to the Call of Cinema. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. And if you're brand new here, hope you stay around. Hey there, Dustin, welcome, man. There's some big announcements today, and I'm pretty damn excited about all these. As you can see, we are slowly seeing different parts of the movie library. That, my friends, is on purpose. So if you haven't been watching and you're starting to watch now, you're going to notice that if you go back through the videos, I go through different places through the things. I do apologize yesterday about the technical issues, but let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. Do you guys want to start with Severin or Indicator? This is a choose your own adventure. So which you want to go with first? Hey there, hello, RB. We are going to dive into, I think we're going to go into Indicator first, and then we're going to go into the Severin titles afterwards, because there's a few titles to look at. And where they're box sets, it's multiple titles per announcement. Hopefully good stuff. I think it's good stuff. Let me know. Severin, okay, we can go Severin first. So let me just do some magic behind the scenes. I actually think the other announcement maybe just as, if not a little bit more exciting, but we'll see. So with the magic of YouTube and StreamYard, let's do this. Are you going to go broke? I don't know. It depends on the type of films you like. We're going to find out. But I can tell you I'm getting there. So, all right. Let's start off with the first announcement, which is a brand new 4K, and that is the 2-disc 4K UHD and Blu-ray with exclusive slipcover. And actually, it's a really nice slipcover too. It's kind of Edward Gorey-esque in the look of it. Is Drowning by Numbers, a Peter Greenaway film. So this is the guy that did The Cook, his thief. Oh God, I can never get this right. The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover. And I own this movie too, which I really do enjoy. I really love that one. And I don't remember. Hey there, Kay. Welcome, man. I don't remember Drowning by Numbers. So I do apologize. But it's a 4K UHD with a Blu-ray, which will have some extra bonus features on there as well, as they often do. Additional features, web store exclusive slipcover, artwork by Peter Greenaway. So artwork is actually done by Greenaway. It is a very Edward Gorey-esque look to it, though. And let's do a dramatic reading of the of what it's about. In between, he celebrated The Belly of an Architect and The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover. Writer-director Peter Greenaway, one of the most distinctive, provocative talents of his generation, The Guardian, shocked delighted international audiences with this slyly deranged black comedy classic. Oscar nominee Dame Joan Plowright, 4-time BAFTA Award nominee Juliet Stevenson, and 2-time Golden Globe nominee Jolie Richardson stars 3 generations of women who murder their husbands in an unsettling salvo of sumptuous visuals, macabre capers, and numerical mischief. Bernard Hill co-stars in this fascinating brainbuster of very bad manners, now featuring a new 4K scan from the OCN. So, hey there, Alan. Welcome, man. So that seems like it's an interesting title. I don't know if I can get this one because it's all about like people that are murdering their husbands, and I cannot have my better half see that. Hind, you cannot watch this movie. I don't want you getting ideas.
Okay.
It's a husband murder movie. However, the next one I can probably guarantee you that eventually I will get for me and Hind. And this is the one where you start whipping out your pocketbook and breaking the bank a bit. First, let's just take a second to admire the gorgeous artwork that is on the Danza Macabre Volume 1 box set. Because this, my friends, is sumptuous. It is fantastic. And these are some classic films. These aren't like newer films. These are some more classic style films, the Italian Gothic collection. I'm really loving this. So The Monster of the Opera, The Seventh Grave, Scream of the Demon Lover, and probably the one that's most familiar to most people that have seen any of these films here is Lady Frankenstein. Though that was one you could find a lot of times for a fairly inexpensive price, and usually not a really good copy of it. Usually had like pretty crappy quality. If anybody's ever had some, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's just dive into it. In a genre known for its castles, crypts, and candelabras, Italian Gothic also embraces themes of violence, madness, sexual deviance. With these four films, those impulses dare to go even deeper. In 1964's The Monster of the Opera, director Renato P. I'm going to totally butcher the name, so just to let you know that. Paulselli and screenwriter Ernesto Costoli craft a surreal, erotic shocker set within a contemporary dance troupe. Perhaps the genre's rarest film, the berserk supernatural narrative of 1965's The Seventh Grave also makes it among the strangest. For 1970's Scream of the Demon Lover, director Jose Luis Marino gathers classic traditions, then strips them naked and ties them to a torture rack. And in 1971, the year I was born, by the way, Lady Frankenstein delivers iconic Euro cult talent on both sides of the camera for one of the most luridly entertaining shockers of the decade. These films in this collection are now fully restored from the OCNs with 12 plus collective hours of special features. Exactly. Hey there, Chris. And Warlock, you are correct. Volume 1 means more volumes to come. Now, as always with anything like this, we buy these, they make more. I'm still waiting for a televised Terrors box set volume 2, by the way, guys. But here we have the Monster of the Opera from 1964. Resurrecting Gothic fiend stocks a theatrical troop framework for an over-the-top area of reincarnated lovers, sheer nightgowns, sapphic hunger, interdimensional damnation, and frenzied opera that looks like the fever dream of an oversexed choreographer. This looks utterly fantastic. I'm so excited. We get an audio commentary. Just if you weren't excited enough, and I was excited enough, Kat freaking Ellinger does the audio commentary. And for those that don't know, Kat Ellinger is one of my favorite commentary people. I think she's fantastic. We get an interview with screenwriter Ernesto Costoli, and we always know from his interviews that he never, he's not a person to shy away from details. He always, he's blunt. He speaks honestly. We have an interview with Italian film devotee Mark Thompson Ashworth. I'm not sure if I've seen him interviewed before or not, but so that should be interesting. Italian film devotee. Radio Paulselli, an archival audio interview with director Renato Pacelli. And we get the French trailer for the film as well. It runs in a 1:6 aspect ratio with Italian mono and English subtitles. It's a region A disc, and it has an 84-minute runtime. The second disc from 1965 is The Seventh Grave. For more than 50 years, it's only existed via rumor, reputation, and barely watchable bootlegs. That's pretty true. I know this film. The sole feature by enigmatic director Garibaldi Serra Caracciolo, here using the anglicized pseudonym Finney Cliff, combines familiar murder mystery elements of The Cat and the Canary with odd dollops of mad doctors, escaped lepers, giallo-style killings, and one of the most strikingly original seance sequences in the entire genre. Antonio Caselli from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ferrucci Viotti from Sex of the Witch. And Gianni D from Patrick Still Lives. I have those last two films. Starring this fascinating rarity, newly scanned in 2K from the recent discovered negative. Utterly fantastic. She does great. The commentaries on Mon Macabre are amazing. Feature-wise, we had some features on this. I'm actually surprised there's any features on this, because the fact that this exists and has been remastered and it's put on a Blu-ray disc, that's a big enough. but let's go with it anyway. We got an audio commentary with Rachel Nesbitt, another fantastic commentator, film critic and co-host of Fragments of Fear, a podcast that I regularly listen to. Seven Graves and a Mystery interview with film historian Fabio Milelli, and English Aesthetic with Giallo Blood, video essay by Gothic scholar and author Rachel Knightley. This is going to be a really, really decently solid, amazing set. Scream the Demon Lover from 1970 is one some of us are going to know a bit more than we well know the first two. Though he only made two horror films, veteran writer-director Jose Luis Marino, the guy that did The Hanging Woman, have embraced the genre's classic elements and ravishes them to vivid extremes. When a beautiful biochemist, Ernest Schurer, from one of my better half's favorite giallos, stripped nude for your killer. arrives at a foreboding castle to work for a sinister baron. She'll unlock a nightmare of dark romance, sexual violence, grisly family secrets, some of the most perverse moments in 70s Gothic. Carlos Quinney from Zorro the Invincible, Augustina Belli, and Enzo Fischelli from Malabimba co-star in this Italian-Spanish co-production, also known as The Killers of the Castle of Blood, and released in the US by New World Pictures, cut by nearly 20 minutes, now scanned in 4K for the negative from the original OCN for the first time ever. We get an audio commentary with Rod Barnett, so we're going to the NashiCast guys over here, guys. It looks like a sturdy box. It looks like one of those like hard cases. We get an interview with actress Erna Schroer, Scream Irma Screen, and a video essay by Stephen Thrower, which is going to be fantastic because I love me some Stephen Thrower. I got those Jess Franco books over there, and of course Nightmare Cinema, and in the Castle of Blood, which is again it's utterly fantastic. 185. I got to get this right. Aspect 185 ratio. Subtitles with English mono and Italian mono for those who don't like to listen to the subtitles. Talk to you later, Warlock. I'm interested in your thoughts on this, by the way. Region A runs at 98 minutes. See, this is another reason. When I talk about getting a region-free player, guys, these are the reasons why. And we get to probably the most famously known one here. Welcome there. Is Lady Frankenstein from 1971. So co-produced by Roger Corman. One of the most underrated horror movies of all time. Features ultra-lurid direction by American International AIP star Mel Wills from a story by Dick Randall. We all know Dick Randall, his production. We get distinctive cinematography by Riccardo Palatini and score by Alessandro Alessandroni. Cast that includes Hollywood star Joseph Cotton, of course, one of my favorites, and of course he is in he's in my favorite Hitchcock film, Shadow of a Doubt. Paul Muller from Nightmare Castle. We got Herbert Folks. I don't want to say it wrong. I get demonetized enough here already, guys. Mariano Massi from Tenebrae. Mickey Haggerty, the fantastic actor from Bloody Peter Horror. I like him. And also the dad of Mariska Haggerty from Law & Order SVU. And here's an important part. One of my dad's favorite actresses in it. So Rosabella Neri, who's been in so much, and she is so good. It's now scanned in 2K from the original camera negative for the first time with alternate scenes, all new special features, and much, much more. So we got an auto commentary. Yes, by Kat Ellinger. So we get 2 Kat Ellinger auto commentaries on this one. This is a great set. We get a commentary by Alan Jones, another fantastic person for commentaries, a featurette with actress Rosabella Neri and film historian Fabio Muleli. I got to talk to my dad about this. He's going to want this. Piecing together Lady Frankenstein, The Lady in the Orgy documentary shot on director Mel Wells, The Truth About Lady Frankenstein, a German TV documentary, video short illustrating BBFC censorship cuts, Italian opening credits, Big Film Magazine, the Italian Lady Frankenstein photo novel, extensive image gallery, home video gallery, radio spots, TV spots, trailers. There is a lot to talk about when it comes to this. So let's look at all the pictures so we can kind of go through. There's the cover there for the 7th grave. No, that's the Sarah Bay one. We have the one for Monster of the Opera. These covers are gorgeous, by the way. Scream of the Demon Lover. And of course, Lady Frankenstein. See the seance sequence. I love that. I kind of like. Vampires, Frankenstein monsters. How can you go wrong? And just to make sure no nudity pops in there, we had to get out of that as quickly as possible. So before I go any farther, before I look at the indicator stuff, I'm going to ask you, guys, who is picking this up? Like for me, this is going to be a must. This is something that I'm going to be looking for to get. Never seen any of these films, so I have to watch these first. Lady Frankenstein is probably the easiest one to find, like to see. Some of these, like Seventh Grave, it's going to be a lot harder to see it like in a good, like in an actual good edition. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, do all that jazz. It does help at the channel a lot. And if you want to join my Patreon or donate or super chat, it's much appreciated. But we do this for the love of the film, not for the moolah. Doesn't hurt, but hey. With that being said, let's get back to this and look at the house indicator stuff because it is so good. So if you like that type of stuff, you're probably going to like at least one of these sets that we're going to show here from Indicator right now. And let's look at the big one first. This has my better half's name written on it. Like, not literally, it's not like written there, but it's her type of film. So, Mexico Macabro: Four Sinister Tales from the Alameda Film Vaults, 1959 to 1963. What have we got with this? Well, we have The Black Pit of Dr. M, The Witch's Mirror. I think the only one that Hind has seen, or that I think she's seen, is The Brainiac, with the one that kind of sucks the brain thing, and The Curse of the Crying Woman. Let's look at the pictures before we dive into the set itself. So here's the artwork with the wraparound. We've got, look at these here. Look at this artwork. Look how fantastic this is. These are some classic gothic tales. And who would have thought that like we'd get like this two gothic sets from two completely different companies? So these are, Mexican films are really fun. First up is Black Pit of Dr. M. Sees a doctor make a pact with his dying colleague in order to learn the secrets of the afterlife. The Witch's Mirror: a murderer is tempted by the ghost of his dead wife, whilst in Oroto's The Brainiac, a nobleman executed for necromancy returns to diabolical form to eradicate the lineage of his killers. By sucking at their brains. Gotta love that. Gotta love the sucking at their brains part. And finally, in Raphael Belandon's The Curse of the Crying Woman, a young bride visits her aunt's Gothic mansion where she finds that she is the descendant of one of Mexican folklore's most terrifying figures. So what do we know so far with this here? We've got an audio commentary with Abraham Castillo Flores, film programmer and curator specializing in preservation of Mexican horror cinema, on Black Pit of Dr. M. It's a brand new audio commentary. We've got another brand new audio commentary by David Wilt, a film historian and Mexican cinema specialist. Third, we get an audio commentary and brain nibbling with Keith J. Rainville for The Brainiac. And the fourth audio commentary is by Moreno de Fuego, doctor in film studies and Latin American horror specialist, on Curse of the Crying Woman. We have Daniel Ripston talking about the history of the Alameda films and his grandfather, producer Alfredo Ripston Jr. We get author Eduardo de la Vega El Ferro on director Fernando Mendez. We have him talking about director Chano Urita as well, and director Raphael Baladon. We get Memories of a Villain, a TV, looks like a documentary special on actor Carlos Lopez Moctezuma. Mondo Macabro, Mexican horror movies. Episode of Pete Toombs and Andy Stark's fondly remembered British television series, the Mondo Macabro series, but it was absolutely fantastic and wonderful. Original trailers, image galleries, promotional and publicity stills, new and improved English translation subtitles, an exclusive 100-page book. This is where they really, really shine. Limited edition exclusive art cards here as well. Blu-ray world premiere for these films, and limited edition of 6,000 numbered units for the UK and the US. So this is coming to both regions. So you better get this whether you live in North America or in the UK. So you're set either way when it comes to this. I'm extremely excited about this set. I got to say, this is a biggie. I hadn't mentioned it to my better half yet, but I was going to because I knew that this is her type. Um, and this is one that I am so excited to check out. It's gonna be a big one. But that's not all. If that was all, we would be like, okay, that's fantastic. That's a lot of things. Those are a lot of movies to see. But we don't stop there. No, because we also have another one, and this is a bit of their. They've been going into some more of these different, more I call them kind of like indie, uniquely different sets. Um, they were not too long ago, but Nicholas Winding Refn presents From Hollywood to Heaven: The Lost and Saved Films of the Orman Family. Charting the unique and extraordinary filmmaking odyssey of the Orman family. From stripper gore musical outrages to Baptist extravaganzas, this strictly limited additional numbered Blu ray box set contains 13 films, a host of extras, art cards, and a 100-page book by forensic biographer Jimmy McDonough. Let's see exactly what's in this one. For almost half a century, June, Ron, and Tim Ormond, a Nashville mother father son trio, cranked out a wild bunch of movies, from lash through westerns to the stripper gore musical outrage, the exotic ones, and plunged into every area of show business. What's more, they did it on a shoestring budget, totally independently, with no studio backing. At the height of their frenzied career, Ron and June experienced a spiritual awakening when their private plane crashed on the way to a premiere. From then on, they turned their back on secular show business to produce a series of shockingly surreal religious pictures. Uh, oh my God, hint. Including an unbelievable trio of films for Mississippi Baptist preacher. Oh, we need this. Estes Perkel. Oh my God. Estes Perkel. Do you remember the name, hint? Will you come? Will you come? That's in the film. That's not something bad, by the way. Which made millions. These are insane. Cinema Snob reviewed all the Estes Perkel films. Trust me, if you watch those reviews, you will not only be thinking about getting this set, you will have to get the set. I need this set. Oh my God, I hope they're out. Oh, are they all here? Produced by Parhurst Films and associated with NWR and released to coincide with Fab Press's publication of forensic biographer Jimmy McDonough's awe-inspiring tome on the extraordinary life and work of the Orman family. The strictly limited individual Blu-ray box set contains 13 feature films. Let's dive. Let's see what we got here. If footmen tire you, what will horses do? Footmen tire you, what will horses do? The Burning Hell, The Believer's Heaven, from original duplicate negatives. New 2K restorations for 39 Stripes. It's all about Second Coming. Oh, yes. Newly remastered presentations of Untamed Mistress, Please Don't Touch Me, White Lightning Road, The Girl from Tobacco Row, 40 Acre Feud, the exotic ones from rare surviving standard definition master tapes. Standard definition presentations of the Grim Reaper and the Sacred Symbol master from best available sources. Remember that when you go in with this type of thing. Audio commentary with author and Orman biographer Jimmy McDonough on Please Don't Touch Me. Audio commentary McDonough and actress, exotic dancer, fire eater, and Carney Queen Georgette Dante on the exotic ones. Audio commentary with documentarian Brian Rosenquist and Greg Perkel, son of Baptist Menzer and Orman collaborator Estes Perkel. Oh, that's going to be worth it. Audio on If Footmen Tire You, What Will Horses Do? Audio commentary with McDonough filmmaker Tim Ormond and film restoration Peter Conholm on The Burning Hell. I am so mother freaking excited here right now. Audio commentary with McDonough and Ormond and It's About the Second Coming. Estes M. W. Perkel's sermon. 64 minutes long of an Estes W. Perkel rare and previously unreleased archival audio recording. I'm buying this. I'm reviewing this. I need this. Edge of Tomorrow, 50 minutes long. June and Ron Orman's lost portrait of UFO huckster Reinhold O. Schmidt, presented from a rare VHS source. A tribute to Dini, 60 minutes directed by Tim Orman, featuring John Calvert, performing an array of tricks inspired by celebrated escape artist and magician Harry Houdini. Lash through, oh wow, A Man and His Memories, Tim Orman's rarely seen documentary in which the beloved Western star reflects upon his life and work. Wow. June Carr, the virtual vaudevillian, 30-minute long, loving portrait of his mother and collaborator June Carr Ormond. Forgotten Memories, 20-minute long Ormond short drama starring June Ormond, in which two women meet under extraordinary circumstances. Richard Thatcher trailer for White Lightning Road, radio spots, New English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing, a 100-page book, which, trust me, will be worth it, limited edition art cards, world premiere Blu-ray, limited edition box set of 6,000 numbered units for the UK and US, region free, and this, my friends, this I'm most excited about. I cannot lie. The other one seemed amazing. Why did marriage have to be like this, cruel, ugly? Why couldn't it bring me the happiness I long for? Please don't touch me. The exotic ones, Monster Mango's Nightclub Stripper, Prophecy of a Doomed America. Here Estes Perkel. If footmen tar you, what will horses do? Blood will flow like water. It's a religious film, but blood will flow like water. By the way, they're not joking. When you see some like kind of religious films, they're like, oh, it's going to be really exploitative. It's going to do what the what the horror films does. They do it. They go there. They really go there. The Second Coming. Oh yes. See King Nebuchadnezzar's dream. See Abraham and Isaac. See women at the tomb. See Antichrist soldiers. Oh God, guys, I had no idea that was this. But yeah. Hell yeah. And yes, you can buy it. It will be available. The Exotic Ones Deluxe Hardback Book. It's a pricey one. It is going to set you back 75 pounds. That's, I think, let me just make sure, more than the box set by, well, almost twice as much as the box set. But it is the book. It is the deluxe hardback limited edition slipcase edition of the Exotic Ones, where it's all about the Ormonds, about their career, about Estes Perkel. Luxurious large format quarter-bound hardcover book in heavy-duty slipcase with ribbon page markers and gold edges. Gold Pages is nearly 40 years in the making, contains over 800 photos, limited collector's edition of just 1,500, so not a lot. All previous Fab press collaborations with NWR have sold out quickly and are now sought after high-priced collector's items. They're not lying. That's actually very, very true. It's not hyperbole. And again, it looks amazing. So when I was asked at the beginning of this video, is this a bank-breaking announcement? Yep, it is. That's very much a bank-breaking announcement. To summarize what we've looked at here tonight, we have seen the 4-film box set from the Alameda Film Vaults, 1959 to 1963, a limited edition from Indicator with Black Pit of Dr. M, The Witch's Mirror, The Brainiac, and The Curse of the Crying Woman. If you like Mexican like Gothic horror and stuff like that, you're going to love this. We got the From Hollywood to Heaven, the Lost and Saved films of the Ormond family, limited edition with 13 films from the Ormond family and a bunch of shorts and just an incredible amount of stuff. If you've ever seen the Estes Perkel like things, you're going to want to have this. The book about the Ormond one, this is a limited edition book. These things do sell out. They do get expensive. It is there as well. And as for Severin, let's look at the bundle, because there is a pre-order bundle, the Sum of All Fears bundle. And Actually, it's pretty damn cheap. It's only $100. Uh, with that $100, you get that 4 disc Danza Macabra box set with the 4 classic films on there. Great films, great features. You get a 4K UHD as well, a 2 disc 4K UHD with web store exclusive slipcover. And no like kind of bling or anything like that, but you don't really need it for this. Um, but I'm very excited. You can buy the set. You can buy the Danza Macabre set. You can pre-order it for $75. It'll be $100 when it comes out. You can buy Drowning by the Numbers for $40 UHC. The only not much difference. It's $45 when it comes out. Or you could go out and get the Sum of All Fears bundle for $100 and get both of them and save yourself a bunch of money in the long run. And because you're going to hit that $100 mark, you're probably going to get free shipping as well. So always important to know there. With that, let's dive into the shipping because I want to say when I ship stuff to Canada. So let's see how the shipping is here. It's $80, over $80 in the US, and it's $130 in Canada for free shipping. So say you went out and you picked up this set here. Say you're Canadian, you picked up this set right here. It's Some of All Fears set, and you went, what the heck happened here? And you grab, I don't know, like the Dare Argento book. It's on clearance for $30 right now. Really great price. Bam, right there. Or you want to buy the Birdemic trilogy. Not quite sure why, but you want the Birdemic trilogy. You might want to buy that. And there, you got yourself, set. Free shipping when it comes out, which is in May, end of May. So you'd probably get it sometime late June. Then it's pretty incredible. I don't know, like how better to put this, and rather than just to say that every single one of these announcements are amazing. They're all stuff that I want to own and stuff I want to watch. Um, there's sometimes you'll see an announcement, you're like, okay, I want to get that, or I'll eventually get that, or I kind of want that. These 3 announcements, to me at least, were amazingly exciting. There were things that I desperately wanted to have. Now, if you look in the background, because you see I'm in a different area today, you can see some OG original 8mm and Super 8mm projectors behind me. Some of our our film sets here, like Goonies, Casablanca. We got like Aliens, Terminator, Indiana Jones, all that over there. Slowly but surely, you're getting to see my place. We have the Bond 50 set. Well, those sets eventually get to me. Well, hopefully. Money is always a factor right there. But with all that being said, there you go, guys. Amazing announcements today. If I had to choose one, I really couldn't. 3 of these are incredible. I think the Severin one is going to be very, very popular for a lot of people, and probably is going to be the most mainstreamly popular film out of all these releases here that have been announced today. But the dark horse is the Orman set, which a lot of people are not going to go for right away. Watch the Cinema Snob Night videos on it. Trust me. There's some of his best work that he ever did, and I can't believe we're getting them on Blu-ray. I can't believe they're getting a box set. But I'm so glad they are. I'm so glad we're getting this Italian Gothic set. I'm so glad we're getting the Mexican Gothic set. I'm so excited that we're getting the Orman set. This is a great time to be a physical media collector. If anybody ever tells you that physical media is dying or physical media is on the way out, or nobody really, streaming is really the way to go, this is probably one of the best times. The stuff that's come out in the last few years, it just keeps upping itself over and over again. When you don't think it can get any better, it tends to get better. And who doesn't love that? Anyway, got my Viewmaster here. What's in here, you may wonder? Maybe you don't. The Rio Ghostbusters. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. My name is Aaron. Let me ask about it. Hey, do you have a favorite of those sets?
I don't know yet. I have to look closer.
Yeah, I will definitely get him looking at these because they are interesting. It's not the Cruel Jaws Viewmaster. That's actually an OG Viewmaster. We paid a little bit for that one, actually. That's one from back in the day. But I do have the Cruel Jaws novelization, which doesn't exist, right, Alan? And of course the Blu-ray, because I love myself some Severin, and my better half, marine biologist over there, loves herself some sharks. I am Aaron. This has been Cultural Cinema International. I want to thank you so much for joining me here again today, and thankfully we had no technical issues, so always a plus. I will see you soon. Like, share, subscribe, do all that jazz. If you want to do any of the other stuff, do it. If you don't, just come back and enjoy watching the videos with me, because that's the most important part with all of this. You guys are amazing, and I'm so happy and blessed you guys come and see me. You have the same bell button help projector? You rock, man. See you guys soon.